the feature. He's a good-looking kid.
I can't remember the name.
I said, hey, welcome to the Man Cave Happy Hour. I said, hey, welcome to the Man Cave Happy Hour. We're gonna drink a fine whiskey and smoke a really fine cigar.
It is time for happy hour. It is the Man Cave Happy Hour. Whiskey, cigars, spirits, the stories that go along with it. I'm Jamie Flanagan.
Hey, Jamie, nice to see you again. It's been about 24 hours.
Not even, yeah.
Not even? Yeah. I'm August Kitchlag. Matt Fox is still on vacation.
Yes.
With the hired help that he brings and claims as his partner.
Oh, good Lord.
Come on. The joke is just too good now. Just keep going with it. You know, hopefully she's getting an hourly rate and she's going to make some good money by being the partner on this vacation. So, but Holly, I know I love you. You're a sweetheart. So.
Yeah, it's the middle of July. People listen whenever the show pops up in their feeds,
right?
Months from now, but we're doing this in the middle of July, and so of course all the Halloween decorations are out.
Oh man, you're right. I saw them too.
So let's talk about horror movies.
Was it Costco or
Costco and Sam's and Home Depot?
All have the big skeletons out already.
Oh.
That's fine. I don't mind
whatever.
Spooky season.
Whatever.
Those big skeletons, people leave them on their lawns year round. They put Christmas gear on them. They put Lions clothes on them. They put Red Wings gear on them. They put Scooble jerseys on them.
Where am I gonna store this thing? Oh, leave it out.
I don't know. I get nothing where to put those big bones.
They dress up as cement geese. Might as well dress up.
I know, right?
20-foot skeleton.
Cement goosers. Yeah, goosers. Yeah. Okay.
But I alluded to movie time.
Yeah, you know, this kind of came out of nowhere.
We got a banker making movies.
Yeah, you know, banker.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah, well, because bankers have the money. And how do movies get made?
Money.
So, yeah, I've known this guy for 30 years, and I just found out yesterday that he made a movie.
Yeah,
so let's welcome.
That was on the down low.
My old buddy Faraz Shamami. Faraz, welcome.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yes, welcome back.
Yeah, I'm going to be stealing that whole Halloween being sold in July as part of the promotion for the movie. So that's why we're putting the movie out in July. That's perfect.
You got to roll it out early.
So it hits Blu-ray by Halloween?
Yeah, Blu-ray. Exactly. DVDs, you'll be able to pick them up on Halloween.
That's perfect.
So what the fuck, Faraz?
Yeah. That's a good way to put it. Because I actually don't even know.
This didn't happen yesterday.
No, it took years in the making, but it was one of those projects where once you get in too deep, you can't get out of.
Yeah, you're in for a penny, you're in for a pound.
That's exactly it.
It's relationships, you know. That's how it is.
Yeah.
So it started out with helping the production team and partners that I've been talking to for 4 or 5 years. Ended up being me at the helm, being an executive producer on this project.
Wow!
But it's been awesome.
So who approached you and when? You can protect the name. You can change the name to protect the innocent. But like when? How long ago did someone come to you and say, "Hey, I think I got something here"? And you're a banker. You don't throw good money at bad. You're not gonna fuck around just for a vanity project.
I take risks, though. I think if people know me as a banker, they'll know that
You've never taken a risk in your goddamn life. I've known you for 30 years.
I think
you stop at yield signs for us, okay? You stop at yield signs.
Yeah, this is a really good question. I would say that I started to work with creatives when I left one of the larger banks and went to a community bank and was kind of getting burnt out. And what I realized is that I've always had this creative gene, and I needed to explore it further, and it started to.
Well, you're a musician. You've been playing music since the day I've known you. You've been in bands.
I've always known. It's interesting because I wouldn't advertise that I'm a musician, but clients would see me, playing at Dick O'Dow's or the Gaelic League, and it would usually cause them to take pause and be like, "Why is my banker playing music?" And that kind of put me in those circles where you would meet creatives, you would meet musicians, artists, filmmakers, and they would be more willing to talk about their projects on a financial level because usually they get ruled out or they don't get taken seriously. And I'll tell you, a lot of creatives, the reason that they are successful And, a lot of them are called the gig worker, but a lot of them are successful is because they have an entrepreneurial spirit from the get-go.
Yeah.
And I really attached to that and decided, okay, let me target some of my more independent business to working with creatives. And that's how I met a lot of filmmakers, producers, and those talents.
All right. So a few years back, I remember you dabbling in like documentary filmmaking.
Yeah.
And some of the, the historical stuff and ethnicity stuff, exploring that. I remember you doing with that. And I was like, oh, that makes sense. That's his thing. So did you seek this out or did this find you?
No, so I decided when I ended up leaving traditional banking and being more of a consultant to work with creatives. And I basically said, okay, there are financing needs, there are banking, treasury related needs. And so I targeted working with a lot of creatives when I left the more traditional banking world. And that's when I ended up meeting production companies, producers, filmmakers. And this was back in like 2018. And we were looking at how can we bring the world of film finance to more traditional investors, traditional business people. And we started to realize that most families of wealth, family offices, they usually have an entertainment component to them. They'll either own part of a sports team, as you know, casino, but a lot of them will silently be involved in film. And there was also something going on back then. You started to see the rise of streaming, the benefits of cheaper technology.
You didn't need traditional distribution either.
You didn't need traditional distribution.
Yeah.
And back then, the streamers were buying a lot of these films. And I mean, I got to tell you, it didn't feel good because they were killing movie theaters.
Well, that's okay. Here's what the average person doesn't always understand. Like, not every movie came from Warner Brothers. People independently make a movie, they independently finance it, then they sell it to these big companies, and then they distribute it and do the marketing, and you make your money that way. So you produce your own product and then sell it. But it can come the other way around. New Line can greenlight a script and make that movie with their own financing, but other people's financing as well.
You got to own. So
this is a purely independent project.
This is completely.
We should probably say what it is too, huh?
It's Haunted Heist.
We haven't done that yet.
Oh my God!
So,
we haven't.
We haven't said the name of the movie,
lead, right? The Haunted Heist.
Haunted Heist in theaters nationwide, July 24th, this Friday. Go out and see it. Support independent film. Completely filmed in Detroit, and it's a great team, cast and crew. Tiffany Haddish, Rel Howery's directorial debut, King Batch, and Carlos Miller, Brett Gelman.
Well-known Black comedian circles. Like these people are known.
I want to make it clear, when the project was brought to me, it was impressive.
In what year? How long
ago? This was
ago?
brought to me probably about, we were working on it about 3 or 4 years ago now. It's post-COVID, and we were looking at this project and saying, hey, this is low budget, but it can have some legs. This can go theatrical. And we were looking and saying, it's not a streamer. It's edgy. It's going to offend people, but
horror is the cheap winner. In movie making, it really is.
Yeah, so it's been proven that
it's the margins are there on horror.
But this is, and I love the way that Rel puts it in interviews. We're bullying horror. We're making fun of evil, and the way that a lot of horror films, you don't get scared, you laugh at them, and then you're adding the comedy component with stand-up comedians who have refined their art, their craft.
They have timing. They have delivery.
Exactly. They have delivery, and they're out touring. They're seeing audiences, and they're constantly tweaking and improving their craft, which is different than what you get sometimes from comedic actors who've never been on the road doing 6 nights a week. And I mean, again, when the project was brought to me, it was so impressive to see this level of talent, and they're all Rel's friends. So Rel, we've worked with them in the past, The Mill, and the production team, Sean King O'Grady, Death Ground.
Who's this we shit?
Oh yeah,
who's we?
It's not. This is not just me.
Okay,
so Sean.
You realize you just told me about this yesterday?
Yeah,
I've been making a movie for 5 years.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So going back to this, let's go backwards a little bit.
Yeah.
When I started looking at film as a pitch to investors,
right,
in their bucket of wealth. So again, you go back to the ultra wealthy and you look at a lot of these families, and they always have diversified.
Wall Street Journal did a story about this, like brain surgeons who invest in movies and they're becoming movie producers, and they're people with money that's not, they don't want stagnant in other places.
Yeah, August. I mean, here's the reason. When you look at it's an annuity in a way, because of the fact that you could end up investing in a movie, and as long as you've owned it outright, it can pay based off of the success of one actor. You know, everybody got started in some small budget film where their name was nothing, but where you're not looking, I mean, you can kind of equate it to location, right? So if we go back to real estate, it's always about trying to find that property on a corner that's going to be gold in the future. Well, you can invest in film, spread the risk, and look at it as that type of investment that could have some legs 20 years, 30 years, 40 years down the line. Now, going back to what you said, the problem with streaming and the problem with the way these sales were occurring is that they would come in and outright buy these movies. And
everyone got paid then, or you never got paid. There's no residual down the road.
Yeah, so you could have some people who are looking, going,
you ain't getting paid when it plays on channel 50 on a Tuesday.
Well, you kind of sold it cheap. Like, I mean, I'll tell you, Obsession. What's going on in movie theaters right now is unbelievable.
Yeah,
it's unbelievable. And people want to go back to movie theaters. They want to be able to watch independent film, and Hollywood doesn't know anymore what people want to watch. So independent filmmakers are taking
they do. That's why they redo the same movie over and over again.
Exactly. It's getting old. And so you see a lot of more creativity from filmmakers. And the other thing is the paradigm has shifted. If you've got a built-in audience, I mean, Obsession is genius in the way that this guy basically was passed over and then finally ended up getting a movie made. And this movie hits so many societal points and has gone completely blockbuster status. And this movie was made for under $1 million. So it shows that it's possible. Post-COVID, I think people are sick of streaming. They want to go out. It's the laugh together, cry together, get pissed off together, whatever it is, do it in a movie theater.
Yeah, but didn't it take Tom Cruise and Christopher Nolan, those two guys that bring people back into theaters? Movies that are better viewed in theaters, because people are used to their small screen experience right now. So like it takes the Odyssey to get people's butts back in theaters. Maybe to remind them that they can go to the theaters. You know, I went back right away to see Top Gun Maverick.
You're 100%
I went right back in.
But you know what it does? It creates a level of engagement and loyalty to quote unquote theaters, which is weird to say it that way. But people end up looking and saying, you know what? What's showing at the movie theater next weekend? And they're more willing to make it part of their routine.
Yeah.
And they want to be able to say, hey, I'll go check this out at a movie theater. I'll call up my friends. Haunted Heist is literally that movie where you call up your friends from grade school, high school, and you end up saying, hey, let's get the crew back together. Let's just go get silly, have fun, and laugh. That's really what it is.
I like it.
All right. So you said it was all done in Detroit.
It was all filmed in Detroit, the Barry Gordy Mansion, Masonic Temple.
See, I was, because in the trailer, I'm like, I know that room. I've been in that room. I know this room. And
Jamie, you've been in the mansion.
It was the Masonic Temple.
Oh, the Masonic Temple.
And
yes,
I'm like, I know this space. What's going on here?
Yeah.
And I was like, I couldn't put my finger on it. I was like, yeah. And,
so Sean O'Grady has done films in New Jersey. I've known him for probably about 6-7 years. We were looking at doing this movie together, but more so bringing in bigger money. And I think a lot of this is so foreign to most people. And I connected with Sean in a way where I looked at the math. I looked at the strength of the cast. I believed in so Rel is really the driver behind this movie. He brought these talents together. They're all his friends. He made phone calls and said, Tiff.
And he didn't like put on makeup or a dress or nothing and play 7 characters. You know,
you gotta give credit. Okay, come on.
Yeah, I'm saying, but that's done. It started with Eddie Murphy.
Yeah,
you know, playing 7 characters in a movie in Arsenio Hall.
So now
that was the thing.
So now credit to all.
No, it's great.
Interesting.
It's great.
You're a banker, and before we started, you were talking, and now you're talking. You sound like a movie producer. You're like you really become enmeshed into the.
I've always wanted to tell a story.
Yeah. Okay.
I've always been interested in stories as Jamie in the world of Irish folk music.
Yeah.
It's really the only way that you advance
Irish
a culture.
Folk music. You gotta bring the Irish folk music into it, don't you?
I do.
Because
you never talk about Scotch. It's always Irish.
We'll make you drink Scotch.
But I get excited about it because when you look at the songs, they're all telling a story, and I got exposed to that at a young age, and I fell in love with it. And so storytelling through music was always a part of me, and that started to translate more so into I've always loved film, but it was just I'm never going to be able to make a movie, and that changed when I met. Well, it changed when
your circle opened up.
Your circle opened up, and I mean, I'll get in trouble for saying this. I love reading scripts.
So
anytime I get a script, and I'll like read a script in one sitting and really enjoy it. And when I read the script, I was laughing and at the same time shaking my head at some of the. It's edgy. It's edgy.
Oh, you can't say that.
Well,
good. I got a script for you.
We'll talk about that. So the edginess is what also drew me to the film, because I'm tired of this attitude where people are overly sensitive. I'm an immigrant, right? And it's like, if I was going to be sensitive at a young age of what everybody said, I would probably not be here right now.
Yeah.
And I really want people to understand that you could laugh together and you could have thick skin, and it doesn't mean that someone, by making a off-color joke, remember, it's a joke. This is a comedy.
Yeah, good luck with that these days.
It's sad.
I'm in.
It's sad.
I'm in for the offensiveness.
Yeah.
I'm in for the edge. I'm right up to the edge. I'm not.
She gets mad every time I say finger bang on the podcast.
I am far enough removed from. I don't have to behave myself anymore.
No, you're no longer a teacher of youth.
I'm not a government.
You're no longer.
Employee
No one looks up to you anymore.
No,
you're not a role model.
They don't.
You can go right into Charles Barkley mode now that you're retired. I'm not a role model.
I look at this and I feel like we should have made it even edgier and offended more people. So there'll be a 2 on the way.
It's nothing like a good protest to promote your movie.
Yeah, you can let Scary Movie 17 do that. Let them do all the super offensive stuff.
Nothing like a good protest to get some good press for your movie.
Yeah, once the nuns are out there with signs,
protest. Right?
Once the nuns are out there with signs, everyone's going to see your Jesus epic. They're all going.
Yeah. So that's funny. August is complaining. He's like, "How have you been doing this?" And I just found out about it yesterday.
I'm slightly upset.
You've been into this for 3-4 years.
Yeah.
And
this project in particular.
You said that your family only just found out about it. What? How have you been sworn to secrecy? Is it just kind of why? Yeah. Why did
my life is so stressful?
Yeah. That
when I ended up looking at, okay, when do I introduce this to the family,
right?
I felt like the level of stress that would be added. And remember, I go back to my banker days.
How's that movie doing?
Exactly. Well, it's like a construction project.
Yeah.
Right. So
is it done yet? When can we go?
Exactly. I don't know when they turn Jewish, but okay.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, exactly. I only got a couple voices.
Usually I can speak Arabic, but
our co-host Jackie Mason.
That's pretty much it. That's pretty much it.
Take my life, please.
But so I looked at it and I was like, okay, there are things that can derail a project.
Like bad accents.
Like Jewish jokes during your interview.
Maybe we'll get protested.
Oh, she doesn't want to be on camera. Gotta hide this.
So
Thank you, beautiful.
So what was really interesting is I was looking at, okay, when is this really going to be? And you also have to think about it as all the different things that derail. There are so many unknowns that can come in last minute and completely derail the project.
Yeah. Dude, I dabbled in this years ago. Remember that when I was dabbling with going to Chicago and back and Iowa and back, and it was like things were a go, and they had artists sign, and I was the government consultant. And I was in charge of getting the roads closed and doing all that kind of stuff. And then one day it's like, oh no, one actor was a bad actor, not like actual like talent actor. One person involved in the production was full of shit, and it derailed everything that I spent 3 or 4 months, 5 months driving to Iowa back and forth about.
Well, so And
Yeah, I remember
again, I go back to that construction analogy. Usually when you end up finishing a major development, you go to the city and you get your C of O and you open, and yeah, there might be a couple months. In movie making, we wrapped, I think, in April or May of last year, and this movie's not coming out until this.
I noticed it was
weekend.
dated 2025.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
we premiered it. So we went. The reason 2025
Film
is we
festivals?
we went to a film
Yeah.
festival. The moment you go to a film festival, that's where it's tagged as being released.
Dated, timestamp, boom.
Yeah, but at the same time, we premiered it at Fantastic Fest,
Mhm.
and that's more of a horror festival. And we were very happy to be there, very thankful. But we knew that our goal was to release it theatrically.
Sure. So when you did the release there, did you get feedback? Were there any additional edits?
This final cut, I love.
Were there reshoots?
There were no reshoots. I love the fact that there were people who saw it at Fantastic. I loved the first cut.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if Rel is listening. I loved the first cut.
Mm-hmm.
And we ended up taking feedback from Fantastic Fest, and we ended up doing another edit, which is now this final cut.
That's kind of what they're for, too.
They are. You get the feedback.
Yeah.
Did you stand there on the side, like with your arms crossed?
Did you
and
go to
watch
Fantastic
things?
Fest?
I did.
No,
I
I'm
was-
talking about like during the production. Like, were
Oh.
you standing there behind people, like looking?
How much?
like,
How
giving it
much
that-
time did you spend on?
Oh,
set?
they're like, oh, get nervous. The
I
money man's
went-
here. We got to be nervous.
No, you know what was really funny though is
You got a
I think
clipboard?
I was.
The EP is here.
I think it's really funny. This is funny that you mentioned this, but I wanted to get out of everybody's way.
Mm.
But then they were like, "Can I swear?" They were like, "What the fuck is with this dude? Like, he's not talking to anybody. He's not." So like Sean grabbed
What
me
is it,
and
craft
he's like-
services?
Well, no, it was. I think it came off like what So Sean grabbed me and was introducing me to a lot of the people on set, and the ice got broken, and you just become part of the family. This group, the chemistry between the crew, Detroit crew,
Mhm.
the cast being all friends that have known each other for so long, and the fact that they were all part of Rel's community and life
Mhm.
made the set so
You might be a
much
little
fun.
spoiled.
I'm
This
really,
might make you a little spoiled to have that kind of a clique that's doing this all together,
No, August, it's really funny because people are like, "Oh, like, do you realize what you've done? Your first film." And by the way, I've worked on other projects that I've supported.
What you have?
So
That wasn't on your IMDb?
well, no, I've always supported film in some level or another, but to have something that is being released theatrically is and to have this type of, it's independent, but the amount of marketing that this cast is doing between, everybody
Yeah.
is really pumped up about it.
Who does your distribution for this? Who signed on to do that?
We're doing all of this distribution. There's a company by the name of Variance, and Variance is the one that is working with all the exhibitors, the theater
The theater owners. That's right.
Yeah, but it's all we didn't bring on a true distribution partner. We're doing all this ourselves, and they're booking theaters that are being added hourly based
Yeah.
off of buzz building. The goal. So we picked July 24th because it's the second weekend of Odyssey, and we're looking at it
Okay.
and saying, okay, Odyssey, 3 hours of despair and feeling a little bit.
I would watch your mouth. You might work with these guys one day.
Well, yeah, right. Well, no, but like, what is a good weekend to just offer something different that's lighter,
Yeah.
that's fun,
Yeah.
prepares you for Halloween a
Sure.
little.
Well, that was
Yeah.
the Halloween is the obvious. Like you get inundated with the super scary, creepy, like type movies in October.
This is not that.
Yeah. Well,
This
no,
is-
I
yeah.
noticed that. Grandma taking it. I saw it. No, grandma.
Tara- Tara is awesome. Yeah, she's a lot of fun, and what's funny is I think some people do a double take when she's not in that makeup and hair, but it's a lot of fun. So 4 estranged friends get together in an Airbnb
Uh-huh.
to rob the place of this ancient relic that's worth $20 million, only to find out that the mansion is haunted by racist ghosts.
By racist ghosts.
Yes.
Yes.
How
Fair
many
play.
white extras were killed in the making of this movie?
I got to be so careful because now you have me drinking, and I just got to tell you.
I want an honest interview out of you for us. I've known you too long. You're going to put up all the walls.
So Brett,
You told me I'll come on, but I got to put up the walls. We can't be us. I can't be your friend tonight.
no, Brett and Ari. So Ari is Brett's wife, and so they play a couple in the movie. They're the ghosts, but they're truly husband wife.
Ah.
And I think
Are they local?
they're out of LA.
LA. Okay.
Yep. And I think so. Brett is known for Stranger Things, coming off of the last season of Stranger Things. Brett Gelman, they're an awesome couple, great people, and everybody was. But like you start to connect with these individuals and start to learn their backgrounds, and I think part of it was like, okay, we played characters. What came out of our mouths are not how we feel. And so it's really funny to see the dynamic of them watching the movie now that it's finished.
Yeah.
And like realizing we're sitting in a theater and we were just spinning out racial slurs on film.
Yeah.
But yeah, and they get it back too. So you know, it's kind of goes back and forth.
Sure. This sounds like it sounds like a funny riot. And from the trailer, I'm like, okay, I want to see this.
So Jamie, I will be the one to throw a twist in this, and I think part of it is maybe my introspective personality sometimes, but I think there are some deep themes.
Oh boy!
Like just the aspect of friends coming back together.
Okay.
Right. There's the level of forgiveness, redemption, and then persevering over everything that you've gone through as a group together to defeat evil. So
while robbing people.
I like a good heist movie, man. Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking
Everyone
Barrels.
likes a good heist movie.
Everyone
likes a heist movie.
Come on.
Well, let's talk about this.
A good Scotch movie.
The soundtrack. If everybody listening, the soundtrack to Lock, Stock, Two Smoking, it's an unbelievable soundtrack. Another genius from Rel on
this.
That's
Guy Ritchie shit.
Yeah, the genius that Rel put together for this movie is we have a soundtrack.
Oh, fair play.
The
licensing music is like a whole nother job and a whole nother beast.
It's a whole nother executive producer's job to finance.
And
well, you
learn. I forget what movie it was. It was like and they like blew their whole budget. I think it was like Dirty Dancing, and there's like one tune that they wanted, and they blew like 3/4 of their budget.
Oh yeah.
And so for the final song, they're like, "Oh, the times of our lives." Things. Yeah. Just have that Jennifer girl crank something out. But
get that like washed up dude to do a new song. It'll be cheap.
Yeah. And it was like one of the 50s tunes, like from the thing that they used that they blew like half of their music budget on, and so the rest of it they had to. Yeah.
Oh, well, so I learned that. I looked and I started to learn like, oh, this song would be great here. Oh, let's get this hip hop from the and it's like $100,000 to license that
Oh my
song.
God.
But so
I got a guy for music for you. We'll talk later.
Yeah, but so
it's all Irish, of course, but you know,
it's Detroit. It's Chicago-based artists that have been known for decades, and they're all friends with Rel, and they put together the music. And what's interesting,
you have Common on this soundtrack?
that would be over the top. But
so you got a nice soundtrack.
There's the soundtrack, but the theme song. So a lot of people that have listened to the trailer, I've been really excited about because they're like, "What's this song?
It ain't no Ghostbusters, but I bet you it's good."
Yeah, there you go.
No, I'm teasing that.
No, there you go. There were people that were like, "It's got its own
groove.
Theme song."
It's got all right.
Yeah.
So that to sum up, somehow one of my best friends the last 30 years has been producing a movie for 6 years and didn't tell me about it. And I found out yesterday, and it's called Haunted Heist, with one of the hottest names out there, and Tiffany Haddish right now, who's all over every award show and every
Sports Illustrated magazine.
Yeah, she's like all over the joint.
Swimsuit edition.
And we're your first interview.
Yeah, this is what's really.
So you're
funny.
Robin Wood 7, is that what it's called?
Yeah. So let's talk about this. So first of all, I want to backtrack to how my mom.
This has got to be a street that you grew up on or something.
It is.
Okay.
So my mom.
Yeah.
So when you were asking me how my mom found out, it was after the World Cup. I had just received the actual movie poster. So I unfurled the movie poster and I go, "Mom, this is the movie I just made." And she's like looking at me going, "What are you talking about?" And so then
you can finally cover up that Farrah Fawcett poster in your bedroom.
Yeah.
I pointed to Robin Wood 7. I'm like, "This is my production company."
Oh.
And she recognized the name. So Robin Wood was the street on 7 Mile.
Yeah. So that was a big Chaldean neighborhood street.
Yeah. So that was, and I think it's
7 and what?
Where'd the 7 come from?
7 Mile and Woodward.
7 Mile and Robin. Okay, that's where the 7
so
part comes in.
Robin Wood.
I was 7 in Van Dyke. My wife Colleen was 7 in Gratiot.
Yeah.
So you're a West Side guy.
Yeah. Well, east of Woodward.
Yeah.
That's
east of
the energy side is Van Dyke. But yeah.
But so Robin Wood was the street we lived on, and when we came to America, it's my grandparents' home. and we stopped there before we settled into Southfield. But so it was really interesting because that neighborhood was vibrant, and now the home's no longer there.
Right.
But Robinwood, everybody knows Robinwood, Hollywood, like all of these streets, everybody knows them.
Oh yeah.
And so when I looked at it and said, okay, I want to tell stories, I think the best story and to name the company was Robinwood 7. Robinwood 7 Mile was a little bit too long, so we shorted Robinwood 7.
All right.
But a funny story, that Coleman Young gave the key to the city to what's his name? Saddam Hussein, because of all the money he donated to that community.
Yeah, it's almost
a great trivia question.
I was just going to say it's almost a question that what is it, pub trivia?
Yeah, it's a great pub trivia. I use it as a pub trivia question.
Yeah. I joke around, and I had
hey, hindsight's 2020. You know what I'm saying?
I know, yeah,
hey, hey.
And who was he fighting at the time? You're right.
Hey,
Crazy.
I feel like again we live in the Matrix. I mean, we really do. I'm trying not to say more.
So this one took like 5 or so years. So that means you started something else 2 years ago that I'm not going to let you fuck around and not tell me about now.
Okay, so real quick. Carl Reed, we got to give him credit. He wrote, so the way that it started that many years ago was we had the story, we had the screenplay, and then we went to Rel, said, Rel, do you want to direct this? And do you want to put together the cast? And that's where it takes 3-4 years. We shot it last year. We started shooting, I think, in February, and it was all Detroit. It was really funny because the county jail has no heat. And so it was absolutely freezing that day.
Which one? Is this the one by in Hamtramck there?
No. The old jail, the closed down.
Okay, because that one's closed down too. There's there's a lot of county jails that are closed
that's
now.
actually true.
Yeah.
But so it was like the coldest day you could possibly have. And that was a day.
So you didn't have the special effect, the breath showing? You didn't have to add that in?
Everything. And there's a great, Tony Baker's an awesome comedian that has he plays Ratface George, and he kept character really well in that scene, but you'll have to watch it. And he's I just don't, it's so tough for me to talk about because I don't want to give stuff away. Right. You got to see the movie. But going back to it, because it's independent, budget is key. You had to stay to an 18-day shoot, and all
principal shooting was 18 days.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And so this is all the aspect of, okay, it's too cold.
You made a movie in 18 days?
Yeah. We shot it in 18 days.
Well, what the fuck took 6 years?
Yeah.
Well, so the idea was born, and then it was, we got to put the pieces together.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And then you got to get, a lot of legal stuff.
Oh my God.
Well, we talked to your fellow executive producers, and we actually obtained a clip to the movie. So insert the scene from Mac and Me now. The wheelchair goes off the cliff and little Jimmy dies.
Yeah.
That's a Paul Rudd shtick on Conan, but anyway.
We're working on another project that is co-produced with Ron Perlman, Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah,
Hellboy.
We know Ron.
Yeah.
Hellboy.
So, yep, that one just wrapped in
the best
LA.
Hellboy.
And Kodak Super XX, and it's more of a psychological thriller. And Kelly Marie Tran is the lead in that, and we're excited about it. But yeah, that'll be like a festival darling, we hope, and that'll be out next year.
Oh wow.
And then we also have a podcast that Sean has done an awesome job hosting, and it's talking about the dangers of AI. Well, I don't want to say dangers, exploring AI and
the pitfalls
of
AI.
There's going to be movies with entire AI generated soundtracks.
It's called
at the least.
It's called Suspicious Minds, and that's another project that I work with Sean. So Sean O'Grady and I have become really close business partners. We're good friends, and he's
Where's he out of?
He's out of here. He's out of Detroit.
Okay, fair play.
Yep. And Suspicious Minds is out on all the Spotify, Apple, YouTube, and that is focused on the different revelations of AI. Maybe that's the best way to put it.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's a podcast, but it has the component of video, so it's plays like an actual TV show. Yep, you'll find that out there.
Okay. So you're saying it's like better than us?
No.
That you're trying to say?
No, it's just more of a.
God damn,
not to say scripted, but it's
first he hides it from me for 6 years and says he's got a better podcast than mine.
I'm not saying that at all. Wow, this is more free flow. His podcast is like a TV show.
I understand. I can.
They do research and planning,
and I have a script,
maybe an outline.
Maybe an outline.
Maybe.
You know how hard I've tried to get a fucking outline on this show for us.
No,
Wow.
Hey, so when we come in, we're going to start with this, and this, and then if he went to the pub before the show, it's all fucked.
Oh yeah. If I was at the Irish show, forget about it.
Oh yeah, it's screwed. Everything's gone.
Oh yeah.
I was really worried about
I
today.
didn't make it there today. But yeah. So all right. So can we gauche and talk about money?
Yeah.
What y'all spend on this?
Oh, I'm not going to talk about that.
All right, fair play.
Come on,
All right.
It's a low budget. It's a low budget.
Budgets are
film.
budgets.
A low
Okay.
budget. I mean, any film.
I need everybody to call. This is what the
4
appeal.
times.
I need you to see it 2-3 times. I
In the
you
first
to-
2 weeks.
Well, so this is the deal. Because it's independent and next weekend is Spider-Man, we need a really strong showing first weekend. So, I mean, if you need to go under the mattresses and buy out the theater, we'd love you for it.
All right, fair play.
And,
So where? All right, so
we're
say
all major cities.
all major cities. What is it? Is it different chains, different?
I got to give a shout out because he helped us so much. Paul Glantz with
Paul
Imagine.
Glantz. I love Paul Glantz. We've
Yeah.
had him on the show
Yep. So he's
because
a
they
great
serve
supporter.
booze in their theaters.
He's a good
We love-
Michigan guy.
Yeah,
We love.
great
Yeah.
theaters.
Northwood?
So we're in the Imagine.
Yay!
But I want to remember also, AMC, Regal. We're in all of those big names nationwide.
Mhm.
And 3 showings a night, I believe, and it's it'll carry over into next week if we get good numbers. Our goal is to surprise Hollywood. You've got the box office mojo that shows.
Hey, you
the
want to Blair
return.
Witch him?
Sure.
We would love if this shows up in the top 10 and people go, where did this come out of? What's going on?
Yeah.
There's been really good buzz building online.
Okay.
A lot of people have seen the marketing that we've been doing, and we've been very focused in our cast going to really the cities that they've been a part of and have such a strong following. Rella's from Chicago, Carlos from New Orleans, Batch and Tiffany in LA. So we've got really good markets covered. New York, they were just doing shows in New York City. And yeah, we're very excited about it.
So at what exactly what hour and minute point are we going to see you in the background of this movie?
There are some little Easter eggs that I don't even think they realized are so specific to me. But you'd have to watch it more than
You
once to
sneak in a
see it.
U of V pennant somewhere?
That would be really UD Mercy.
UD Mercy.
Yeah,
well, that
please
wasn't
say
UD Mercy when you were there, so it'd
No,
just
it was
be UD.
UD Mercy when
Did
I
it-
was
did it
there.
switch?
Yeah, it was like
I didn't think you guys merged back then when we were drinking in your frat house.
no, that
Sorry,
was
fraternity organization. I would call my country a cunt.
Fraternity. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
Wow.
I can't believe
Okay, you
said
went
that.
there. All right.
Now my mom can't listen.
Your mom's gonna
Yeah.
listen anyway. Your mom loves
Oh
me.
my goodness, she does love it. He loves his walk. You know what we got to talk about with August is his walk. So
I
she's
don't
always
get this.
She goes,
This is a for us
so
thing.
we got to talk about this. So August,
No, we
worked,
don't, but we can.
God rest his soul. My dad, they would fight in the office. My dad hired August.
My
and they
first
would-
job out of college. Like literally, I got at home. I'm like, I don't know what to do.
You got to do this. How did my dad say? My God rest his soul.
August.
Exactly. August.
Here is $20. Get your sister ice cream.
Aw.
That was magic.
My
Every
mom-
Friday.
My
Ah.
mom works at the office, and when I don't know what kind of walk you were doing, but she'd be like, August, he has such a beautiful walk.
Ah.
But it was so funny. One
You have a
day,
beautiful
I don't know
face.
why, I started working with the congressman, and after I left your
Why would
left
you
your
ever
family
leave
firm,
that?
I was not cut out to be a bookkeeper. I was not good with that. But anyway, it was a wonderful favor, and I'm forever grateful to you and your family. It was a wonderful time in my life. It was
Yeah.
just great. We literally would meet up at your house before and after work, and it was just a whole thing. We all carpooled together. It was crazy.
There's so many stories I could tell. I could mention his name. His nickname is Girl Scout, but he worked for my dad as well. And Girl Scout would yell at my dad. My dad would yell back, but it was like I'm like, I don't think this is normal office environment for you guys to be yelling at each other.
The Outgast really became Outgast when, for some reason, when I left and gone to work for David Bonnie, the congressman, and your dad called me to check on me. And for some reason, I had it on speakerphone. And I shared. We were the youngest guys on staff. There's another guy over there. There's my buddy Joel Pepper, now lives in Frankfurt, Germany. And he's like, Outgast, how are you? And I'm like, good. And then Joel's like, Outgast. And so he never not called me. Joel, sitting across from me.
Wow.
Anytime he wanted me, he goes, Outgast. outgassed. It was just so cute, and I loved it. And it's a thing that endears me to your dad forever. And that in the story about when I got that convertible, and he goes, "Let's go pick up Brent." Right? You want to go pick up your brother from high school, and I took the top down, and his comb over went straight up. He goes,
"You can't say that about my dad. That was not a comb over."
He goes, "I do." He goes, "I do not like it."
I don't.
He put the top up, and we put the top up at the next intersection.
No, God rest his soul.
It was so fun.
Honestly,
such a lovely man.
The aspect of film being an escape and everything I've gone through, losing my dad was so difficult for me. And at the same time that this project came around, you start to realize how you heal and you grieve based off of what you put yourself into. And this was a project that helped me through a lot of pain.
Well, I hope
you wouldn't expect it with a comedy horror. But,
I just all the success in the world, man. I just really hope, I hope you give that little Hollywood surprise.
Yeah.
And
so why did you hold it under wraps if you need to promote something? Did you not know when it was going to release until recently?
That's what I was. No, we were.
That's the part I didn't get out of you yet.
I was so under pressure, under a lot of stress, and it was like, okay, if I add the expectation, and everybody,
when did you know the release date? So I know exactly how mad to be at you.
We knew the release date about 7 or 8 weeks ago.
All right, that's
okay.
But here's the thing:
like 4 weeks,
and then you never know, right? Because you never know. It's like, are they going to open that Gordie Howe Bridge? I don't know, maybe.
But I got to give a shout out to Variance. So Variance, our theater partner, who was doing all the bookings. I mean, we don't know how many theaters we're going to be in, and that was another driver because I wanted to make sure when I tell people that we're enough, and you
can actually go see it.
Well, I've got friends all the way from California
all over the country
to Arizona to
all over the world,
DC. Well, we're not playing globally, but
I mean, our people run deep for us.
Exactly.
They do.
So I didn't want to end up amping and building expectation and then falling short. I think this is a part of my personality is I'm humble, but I also want to be able to make people I want to meet their expectation. I don't want to let them down.
He never ran a yellow light in his life, Jamie. I'm telling you.
I pissed off a lot of people. Trust
me. Right.
Yeah, I remember some of that, but you're doing just fine.
Here's what I'm excited.
I think you're doing just fine for having pissed off some people.
What I'm excited about is if this does hopefully well to put me in that trajectory, I go back to that storytelling. I've already thought about the ideas between Odd Enough, the Irish band, and doing a story about the Irish music scene and some of the drama related to that. Going back to growing up, the immigrant story, right?
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of stories that I would love to tell, and I'm hoping that this puts me in that trajectory.
So you've already developed the first Chaldean Avenger, right? You've already written that character? Or is it going to be an X-Man?
No, it's going to be a Camel Man.
Well, then it's X-Men then. Stop it with the Camel Man.
What Haunted Heist? Yes,
Haunted Heist.
Is it the Haunted Heist or Haunted Heist?
Haunted Heist.
Haunted Heist. Yeah. Haunted Heist. What are the websites and what are the hashtags?
Yeah, there you go.
And people can help.
Yes.
Hashtag it out, right?
I'm not on the socials at all, which is
yeah.
You're the worst promoter of a movie ever.
I'm hip. I'm cool.
So I don't think we're on the Facebook. So just to give people a heads up, but we have hauntedheistmovie.com.
All right.
You could search theaters. You could see the trailer, and then we've got an Instagram, which I believe the Instagram handle would be Haunted Heist Movie.
You think?
I'd hope. So hopefully everything
PR people are
our fact checkers are working diligently in the background right now. Our fact checkers are on it for us.
While she does that, and we'll get the right ones if you can. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
And then
it'll be in the show notes.
Our website is just themancave.happyhour.com, and our sponsors are lovely, lovely sponsors. Wearingfunny.com. It is a great place to get some relatively funny. There's a very cool East Side Detroit. Even though you're over all the way at Woodward, you can wear the East Side Detroit shirt. And there's some fun like vintage bars. And then there's also where you can get your My Irish Radio T-shirts.
Where's my Scottish Radio T-shirt? Flanagan gas.
So it's really funny because when I ended up HauntedHeistMovie.com.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you
And
to our
then just
lovely
Haunted Heist
fact
movie,
checker.
just hashtag Haunted Heist movie.
Yeah.
Just start that trend in
Share it
because that
1,000
hashtag
times
will work
over.
everywhere. That works across all of them.
You
So
guys teach me what is the way that is it tagging or sharing? Or is
Yes,
it both?
it's
yeah,
both.
Yeah.
You need a
yeah.
course
Tag
just
you're
to
it.
bring you back to. You're about 20 years behind on this shit.
Yeah, and
I'm cool. I'm hip.
so the other thing, a little tidbit is that Dutch Girl Donuts was at the
Patty.
Yeah, so they
Great
were.
guy.
So I Dutch Girl Donuts is really attached to my childhood on 7 Mile, and I wore a Dutch Girl because they're back open.
Fair play.
And
Yeah.
so I wore a Dutch Girl Donuts. So if people are lovers of Dutch Girl Donuts, I grew up right
So
around
you
the
are
street.
in the movie. You're
No,
wearing
not
a
in the
Dutch Girl
movie.
Donut shirt.
No.
Is
I'm
this
just
like
saying
when-
I
when-
promoted
when-
it that way.
When Tarantino was wearing an Orby shirt in Pulp Fiction, is it gonna be that kind of cultish now?
No.
No, nothing like
That'd
that.
be-
Damn it! I
that'd
thought we
be
had
great.
something
I just
cool.
wore it on set one day. They took a picture, and I was like, Dutch Girl Donuts.
Ah.
Well, I want to be
Ah.
like the haunted waiter in the next one.
Perfect. I'm going to try to cast everybody as extras. And
Haunted Heist 2.
Haunted Heist 2, the movie
We
ends.
got out of jail and didn't die.
So the movie ends.
Well, half of them
Oh,
are
don't tell us the
already
movie
dead.
ending.
No.
So
The,
you
I'm
can't
just
kill
saying
people
a
because they're
sequel.
already dead. They
That's
can come
right.
back.
Yeah, ghosts
the
are-
movie ends where there needs to be a sequel. So
All right, fair
Okay.
play.
everybody go out, see it, so that we can cast everybody in a sequel.
So in honor of
Yeah.
all of your Irish roots, if you playing an Irish band, an Irish radio, I got out the good red breast to toast to for us' success.
Thank you so much,
Congratulations, buddy.
Thank you.
Proud of you. This is going to be a cool thing,
Thank you.
and we're lucky to have you today.
Love you guys.
Thank you for 30 years
August,
of friendship and everything.
you're a brother
It's
to
been
me.
fun. It's
Thank you.
we're family, and it's just great to have you here.
Mm.
Cheers, buddy.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, it's a different taste in the bourbon. Oh, whole different taste.
That flies differently.
Like and subscribe, all that stuff before he clicks the button.
Yeah. Peace.
I'm August. That's Jamie. That's
Oh.
for us. We got a fact checker over in the corner. Hi, sweetie. We'll see you next time, guys.